everything seems to be working good. Hello, hello, and welcome. All right, so for today, I'm feeling a little bit like in the Christmas spirit, and I decided to work on a really small, quick, little holiday themed painting. So I came up with two designs, because I am indecisive, and it either was between a Christmas tree or a gingerbread man. And then I went, and as many of you know, went on my Instagram and asked for a vote between the two, and the gingerbread man won. So, yay! Super exciting. So the tree will come back another time. But so today it's gonna be the little gingerbread man. Hey, it's Win! Hi, Win. How you doing? Hello. Yeah, you excited to do a little something a little more Christmassy? Something for the holidays. I know I said that I wasn't going to do anything for like Christmas themed paintings, but then the more I started thinking of it, the more sad I was. I wasn't going to do anything. So I was like, no, I want to do something for the holidays. Why not something quick? Sorry, the morning got away from me again. So I'm not like still picking out my paintbrushes, figuring out what will I need. I think that'll be good. If I need anything else, I can just snatch it. And so for this little guy here, it's not going to be an oil painting because, again, I want this to be quick. I'm going to be working with acrylics today. Yay, acrylic paints. Hey, it's Isaac. Hi, Isaac. How you doing? I know, it's the eve of Christmas Eve. I know. Yay, Christmas! All right, so for this little gingerbread man, we're gonna start with the background. I was kind of debating if I do like green or if I do blue, but since I'm gonna be using this burnt sienna for the gingerbread man himself, I think I'm gonna go with blue. So I'm not going anywhere, I'm not disappearing. Oh, here we go. We have this really nice light blue color. Really like this light blue right here. We'll be using that as my background. So put this little guy aside. Bring out my paint palette. I know my paint palette's just as lovely as my oil paint palette. Ooh. Very nice, Isaac. Doing some baking today, baking a cake. Isaac, what kind of cake are you making? Yeah, you're right, Win. It has been a while since I've done acrylic. I thought it'd be fun. One, to switch it up. Two, I kind of want this. I'm going to try to complete this whole painting in just today's stream. Let's see if I can do it. Kind of like a little challenge. Yeah. So just a little. We'll see. And if I'm going to do a challenge like this, it's much easier to do like a single painting in one sitting with acrylic paint than it is with oil, because oils are so many steps. I wouldn't be able to just sit down and like complete the whole painting if it was oil. Even if it is something small like this little 5x7. Nope. Yeah, last night I drew these up. I was watching the Christmas movie Elf, and I was like, I'm feeling very much in the holiday spirit. Why don't I do something? So I had these little canvases, and I'm like, why not? Ooh, chocolate peppermint cake. That sounds so good. Yum. All right, so now I'm gonna take, you know what? There is actually enough room. I'm not used to working on such tiny canvas. I'm gonna see if I can position it in a way where you can kind of see what I'm doing on my palette. Maybe not. Maybe it's not gonna work out as well as I've hoped. No. Not for it to be comfortable for me and you guys see it at the same time. Sadly. Wait. Nope. Nope, not gonna work. Sorry, I was like, oh, is there a way where you could see where I'm the palette and the painting? But no. Alright. So I'm just taking like a softer brush. And for the background, I am kind of making sure it's going all one direction. So I kind of want, since the gingerbread man, what is it called? He's kind of going up and down. So I want to do the same to complement him with my brush strokes. What is it called? I keep forgetting this word and I don't know why. It's not perspective. Point of view. Point of view. Or no, not point of view. It's like perspective. Gosh, I don't know. I swear. Focal point. I keep forgetting. I don't know why. And like recently, I've been like talking about focal points and that kind of stuff. And I keep a blank on the word focal point. Don't ask me. I swear I'm okay. So since the gingerbread man is going this way, so is my brush strokes. It's not so much the focal point, it's like just how the layout of the painting. There we go. Yeah, I like this icy blue. I was like debating in my head, do I do like an icy blue color or do I do green? No, I'm happy that I went with the icy blue. Ah, thank you, Win, for posting the Discord. So does anyone have any fun plans for Christmas? Feel like sharing? Is anyone doing any Christmas art themselves? Like any kind of fun paintings? Or are you making Christmas gifts for friends and family? I normally make Christmas gifts, but this year I like was so busy just getting ready for shows and that kind of stuff. I was like, it's okay. I have deadlines to reach. I have to prepare for the next year. Sorry, everyone. Store-bought gifts it is. But I do enjoy making gifts for people. I think that's my favorite, is making stuff. Especially like on these little tiny canvases, they do make really great gifts. And now everyone always loves them too. Oh no, I'm sorry, Isaac. I'm sorry you're alone for Christmas. That's sad. You don't have like maybe any friends or anyone that'll invite you over? Aww. I agree with you, Win. This, yes, this gingerbread man does, he does need a name. What should the gingerbread man's name be? Aww. I'm sad for you, Isaac. I'm so sorry. No one should be alone on Christmas. Well, here you go, Isaac. To make you feel at least a tad better, I know this doesn't do much, but I am planning on live streaming tomorrow. I know that tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and I don't expect a lot of people to show up because it's Christmas Eve, but I'll be here. So we can do a little over a little virtual celebration. How's that? Really? You don't have anything planned either, Win? Aw, I'm sorry. But Win, I know you have family. I'm sure people are, um, I'm sure your family's gonna do something, right? I would think, I would assume. Yeah. Aw, thank you, Win, for offering. Yeah, there is the voice channel on the Discord, and that is always open for whoever wants to hang out. So, yeah. All right, it's almost done with this background, this icy blue background. And while the paint is still kind of wet, I'm going to add in just pure white streaks. Have to hold it down where there isn't any paint. And I have to do this quickly because acrylic does dry fast. There we go. See, look at that. It's almost like it looks kind of like icicles. Very abstract icicles. And I don't want to forget about the sides. So I'm gonna paint the sides since I already have this blue here, because if I come back to it later, the blue will be all dried up and then I'll have to remix it. And I don't want to do that. Can you still see good? Okay, there you go. You can see better like that. Exactly. Yes, I see background. Ooh, more of Dispatch is coming out. I'm not surprised that there's more Dispatch is super popular. Like I haven't given it a chance yet, and I do not know much, but I do know that it's like a super popular game and very loved, very successful. So I'm not surprised that there's going to be a part 2 to this game coming out. I think that's exciting. I think that's cool. And I'm kind of following the same pattern, this icy pattern, so that when it wraps around the canvas, it kind of continues in the image. It's just something I like to do. Not all artists do it, but I like to, because I like to think that the image like continues around the canvas. And one more side. Now this is going to be a little tricky. There we go. Win and Isaac. That sounds like fun. That sounds cool. All right. So now that the sides are have to be fast not to touch the sides. I don't know if I got paint on me. felt like it, but maybe not. I was imagining things probably. All right, so now that the background's done, time to move on to the base of the cookie. And so what the gingerbread man's kind of this like red brown color. So I'm going to be using this burnt sienna. And this might take a little bit of experimenting with different colors before I actually fully get it. I'm also going to be mixing a little bit of yellow. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, I have a vision. And I'm going to get a little bit more of white on my palette. And for shadows, I have burnt umber, very little burnt umber left. Very little. Oh my gosh, it's stuck. Come on. Oh my god, it's really stuck. Why is it so stuck? Oh. Well, there's my answer. Look how much paint was on there. Oh my gosh. No wonder it was like glue. I hope you all found that entertaining. Me struggling to open up a bottle of paint. Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about now, Isaac. I know who you're talking about. Oh my gosh. Yeah, imagine if he came to a con or something. There'd also be a lot of Breaking Bad people too, like fans and stuff. So I took a little bit of the burnt sienna, yellow. Here, let's see if I can scooch this over. Burnt sienna, yellow, and white. And I came up with kind of this color. It's looking a little too orange. You know what? I'm going to add a little bit of the burnt umber in it, just a little bit, to kind of dull it ever so slightly. I don't want it to be like, you know, I still want this cookie to be bright and happy, but I don't want it to look orange either. And sometimes that burnt umber really helps the burnt sienna kind of tone down from a little bit, because sometimes the burnt sienna can end up looking a little too orange. All right, so now that I have my two colors mixed, I'll put that aside. And bring this one back forward. Paint. Gotta wash my brush. Yes, something too with acrylic paints is you have to make sure that your brush does, all your brushes get washed really well. Otherwise, it'll destroy them in quickly. Like, you know, sometimes with oil paint, since it takes so long to dry, I can let the paint sit on the brush for a little bit. And I'm like, oh, doesn't matter. But with acrylics, can't do that. All right, so I'm gonna take my lighter brown color. And at first, it's gonna be solid. And then I'll go in with shadows later. And it's such a simple design, I can actually paint this whole thing upside down. Can you believe that? Got skills. Can paint upside down. Here we are. And going around all the little decorations. I just drew in the gumdrops. I do want to add frosting too, but I didn't want to like go around all the swirls and stuff. I would rather just go right on top. But with the gumdrops, I wanted to make sure that I had the placement for those. Oh, you're good, Win. Not to worry. As you can see, I'm now working on the cookie part of the gingerbread man. He's a very happy gingerbread man. Hey, it's Evo Leia. Hi, Evo Leia. How you doing? Look, we're getting into the Christmas spirit here. Doing something a little different. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Evo Leia. I'm doing pretty good. Feeling kind of in the holiday spirit, clearly. Wanted to do something kind of fun for the stream today. And how are you? Good, good. Glad you're doing good, Evo Leia. And there we are. Yeah, and just going around all the little details. He's a very happy gingerbread man. And he looked so plain just by himself when I was drawing this, so that's why I drew the little Santa hat on him. I was like, no, you need something a little more. A little more. Gonna try to get this whole painting done in today's stream. Let's see if I can do it. Without rushing too. I don't like to rush art at all. Rush pieces. So it's purely just me being efficient. And who knows? This painting might turn into something. If it gets enough love and enough people really like it, I might turn it into stickers or something. Maybe. Or little posters. Yeah. There we go. I like doing little holiday ones like this. I do. And I have actually quite a few of these tiny canvases, these 5x7s. I forget what I was doing with them. I got a ton of them a long time ago. I think I was like wanting to do some kind of party or something and it never turned up, or I don't know, it was some kind of project that ended up falling through. And then I just ended up keeping them and acquiring them. But I actually like doing the little things like this. They're fun. I think the hardest part of the gingerbread man is the symmetry side of it. Because he's so simplistic, it's like really hard to hide any kind of details. Or it's really hard to hide like mistakes, not hide details, just what am I talking about? Hide like mistakes because it's like it's just so simple. Oh my gosh. Isaac, that sounds crazy. A zombie gingerbread man. That sounds like a very interesting, like, Christmas horror movie. You know what? One that sounds funny though. I don't know how you could make that serious. I think it would be have to be like ever so slightly a comedy as well. But also very entertaining. I think it'd be highly entertaining. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this painting around for just a second because I noticed that it looks uneven, but I don't know how to quite solve it unless I look at it this way. Okay, see, sometimes like when things are upside down, I can see that they're wrong, but I don't know how to solve them until they're right side up. I know that makes no sense because it's like you see the mistake, you could point it out. Why wouldn't you know how to solve it? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. It's just how it works. So I mixed up some more blue because I had a little bit blue left on my palette. I'm going to take a smaller brush. And it looks like it's right here. And I'm just like cleaning up a little bit, softening up edges. Trying to make him a bit more symmetrical. I know it's not going to be perfect, but at least by first glance, if you're like, yeah, that's symmetrical, it's good enough for me. All right. now I just have to, now that that's corrected, I have to blend in the lines that I put in. I'm gonna take this brush and blend it in. There we go. And I also notice his leg too, so I'm gonna flip it around. See, it's ever so slight, like little teeny adjustments. Just like in my like regular paintings, right? When I do the big ones. How many times do I do the tiniest adjustments and you're like, wow, somehow that little line made such a difference. That is true, Evilea. You know what, Evilea? I like that quote. I like that a lot. There is beauty and in the can't talk. There is beauty in imperfections. I like that. There we go. And you're probably wondering, why did I decide to outline the hat in the same color as the cookie? Because what I want to do is I want to do one of those, you know, the fill lines where it's like, I want it to be solid like the frosting, but you still see some cookie underneath. But it's not, there's no point in covering the whole thing because the whole thing's gonna be like covered in red frosting. So why go through all that effort? So yes, the Santa hat is not just a Santa hat, it's actually part of the cookie. All right, now for shading, it's gonna take that slightly darker brown, and I'm gonna do it in any part where there would be a shadow. And this is really good to give it 3 dimension. And don't want to like outline it all in this like darker shade, otherwise it'll just look like an outline, not like shadows. There you go. And I'm gonna go back in with my lighter color because I accidentally did a little too much on the shadow. Good, I'm glad you're liking it, Win. I'm glad that you are enjoying. There we are. And then I'm gonna underneath the arms also add shadow. And you know what? I didn't mix any highlights, but I think I do want to add in some highlights. No, it looks like someone new is here. Is it, I'm so sorry if I mispronounce your name. Sometimes I have a hard time with like pronunciations at first. It's like a weird decoding thing that goes on in my brain. But is it Nai Jeep and then Jack? Is it okay if I call you Jack? Oh, well, thank you. Well, thank you, Jack. Thank you so much. Yeah, just chilling here doing some art. I'm glad that you could join us, Jack. Thank you. Yeah, doing something a little Christmassy. Normally I work on my like other art projects or cosplays, that kind of stuff. But today I'm like, you know what? Doing something Christmassy, something quick, something fun. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you for the subs. Aw, thank you. That it always means a lot anytime anyone subs. Thank you. Yes, I'm just also the today's challenge is to kind of complete this entire painting. And it's not very big, it's just a 5x7, but kind of finish it in one stream. Not usually very fast, so we'll see how this goes. And I can usually be a little perfectionist and like get hung up on the tiniest of details. But we're gonna see. Thank you, Jack, for the follow. Thank you. Yeah, and you'll see like I'm always working on something new too. Like I like to switch it up. I work on multiple projects at once. It's just kind of like my art flow. Uh so you never really know what to expect. All right. So, now that I have the shadows all done, I actually noticed something. Now that I got the shadows, I'm gonna move on and do some highlights. I also want to add some like cookie-like texture because it's looking very smooth right now, which isn't bad, but I kind of want that like crispy, crumbly cookie kind of look. So what I'm gonna do is grab a bit of white and a bit of my medium brown color and add this lighter tan, a little bit lighter. And putting this aside, I got a smaller brush. Let's see how this works. I'm doing a dry brush right now because I want to see if it's comfortable. Yeah, this will be comfortable. Sometimes I do that. If I'm not sure if like a brush is going to be comfortable and for a certain technique, I will dry brush it just to see how it would feel before going on the real thing. See, and I'm kind of just like tap, 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 tap. And it kind of gives that like that cookie type texture. Yeah. Yee. See, now it's like he's kind of glistening. He looks sugary, like a sweet cookie. The sweet cookie he's meant to be. There we go. All right, now for the frosting. Ooh, frosting. I think I want to start with the red hat. So I'm going to go with some of this cadmium red. And I did mix up, I do still have a little bit of yellow on my palette. And I got some white too. So I'll move this aside and I'll show you what colors and how I mix for the red. What brush do I want to use? I'll use this one. I don't need that much red. Grab a bit white and grabbing some red. And why I mix white, because with every color, the acrylic paints are transparent, so the white makes it like more opaque, so I don't have to do multiple layers. But as we know, red and white make pink. So it's like kind of, it's not quite pink, but it's looking a little pink. That's when I come in with some yellow. Not too much to make it orange, but see, it brightens up that red again and it makes it that like true red color again. Yeah, all the warm colors are kind of tricky, like reds, orange, yellow. Typically, to make any one of those colors look like its true self, you kind of have to add in one of the others in there. So, like with red, to make it look like a really rich red, I add a little bit of yellow. Same with orange, add a little bit of yellow. Sometimes I'll even add in a little bit of red into orange to make it look better. It's kind of, warm colors are kind of funny that way. You're right, Win. We do need a name for him. All right, everyone. What's a good name for a gingerbread man? Gotta think of a name. I don't think we can do Gingy, because Gingy, I just think of Gingy from Shrek, even though he is a fantastic character. And I will say I love Shrek. So good. But we gotta think of a new character, something unique. I know. What about Sir Nutmeg? Or is that too formal? You could do. All right. So I'm gonna let the layer of red on the hat dry, and now I'm going to go in with the white for the frosting part. And normally I don't go with just pure colors from out of the bottle, but with this one I do want it to be a nice bright white frosting, so I am. But we're gonna add some shadow and that kind of stuff, and I'll show you what colors I end up choosing for the shadows of this frosting. In a little bit, probably like a mixture of browns, or I might even, yeah. Mr. Smiling Friend. Yes. He's our smiling gingerbread man. He's very happy. Mr. Happy Synonym. Or we could call him Happy Ginger. There we are. I'm gonna paint in his eyes. Again, just kind of going in with that white paint. I almost call it frosting. I actually almost want it like, oh, just going in with this white frosting. I know I'm like not even breathing with these details, just holding my breath, holding my wrist. I gave him a little nose. I know not all gingerbreads have little noses, but I was like, no, he shall have a nose. Okay, I'm sorry, but this would be a very adorable little keychain. Tell me it would not be an adorable keychain. Like those little acrylic charms. I don't know, I think that's my new obsession is like making my art into those acrylic charms. I really hope that the acrylic charms are successful at my shows because I want to just keep making my art into them. And I just did some shadow underneath the mouth, but I'm gonna blend it in a little bit more. Blend it in. There we are. Yeah, and then I don't know, I kind of messed up his mouth when it came to the shadowing, like I think I like over blended it just ever so slightly. Oopsies. It's okay. He'll be fine. Gary Gumdrop Buttons? Okay, wait. I kind of like that name when Gary Gumdrop Buttons. Or Mr. Buttons. Mr. Buttons the cookie. My gosh. Now these shadow, I'm trying to add shadow to like the frosting because it's like raised, but it's just kind of making him look scary. So I'm like, nope, I'm removing that. I don't want him to be scary looking. I want him to be cute. No one wants a scary gingerbread man. I mean, maybe some people do. But I sure don't. I don't want a scary gingerbread man. Haunt me in my nightmares. Yeah, there we are. All right, now for the frosting. I'm gonna have to tilt it just ever so slightly. There we go. Didn't breathe. Held my breath. One squiggle. One solid squiggle. Yeah, I think this is like top tier of adorable things that I have painted. Oh, did anyone see my Christmas cookie post? I posted it on TikTok a couple of days ago where we were making Christmas cookies and we ended up putting like funny eyes on one of the gingerbread gnomes and it just looks so silly. We were all laughing. Yeah, that's like a family tradition we like to do is all bake cookies together. It's one of my favorites. I think that's something that I do look forward to every year in the holidays is baking cookies with my family. It is truly my favorite. That and Christmas lights. I always look forward to seeing Christmas lights too. I know, right, Win? Don't worry. I'm still breathing. I'll I just hold my breath when I'm doing these little lines. But then I catch my breath afterwards. No worries. There we are. Just touching up the little details here and the frosting in his hand. There we go. I actually really like the look of a little cookie. This is fun. No, I think you're right, Win. I think Gary Gumdrop Buttons shall be his name. So should we? Yep. No, I think it's perfect. All right, so now that this red frosting here, red frosting, now that the red is dry, I'm going in with a second layer. See, even though I added like white to try to make it more opaque, it's still ever so slightly transparent. And see, this is why I did acrylics, because with oil, I would have to wait until like tomorrow to do the second layer or even the next day. But with acrylics, it dries within a couple of minutes, so I can move on faster. So cute. All right, does anyone else have any like favorite Christmas traditions, like family traditions that you like, that you look forward to every year during the holiday season? What's some favorite? Thank you, Win. Yep, that's why I went with the icy blue background. Because why it works so well is because the gingerbread is all in these warm tones, and then the background's in a cool tone, so it's able to really pop. That's why it works so well. Aw, thank you, Evil Leia. Thank you. All right, so I do want to add shading to the frosting. Actually, I'm gonna do the hat, but I also want to grab some purple because I do want to do like purple gumdrop buttons. I was debating if I do the white frosting for the buttons or if I do purple, but kind of looking at it now, I kind of want it to be purple. Let me go see if I have any. I'm not going anywhere. Not disappearing. Haha. I have violet right here. I really like this color. It's almost like a red violet kind of look. That. Yes, a freshly baked gingerbread man on cold ice. Exactly. See? You feel me, Win. You know what's going on. I know. I'm back though. And now I'm adding the highlight of the red icing. Just a slightly lighter color. Aw, thank you, Evil Leia. Thank you. Yeah, I'm debating if I dress even more festive. Today I'm just like comfortable. But I'm debating if for tomorrow if I dress more festive, more fun. I don't know, what do you all think? Do you think I should dress as a Christmas elf tomorrow as I paint? You're all probably gonna say yes. Gonna be like, yeah, cosplay. Be like, oh boy, what did I get myself into? I do kind of want to get that cosplay out before the Christmas, well, at least one more time before the Christmas season is over. Aww, Isaac, I understand. The cats are the best. I do agree with you. And that's sweet, Isaac, that you have good cats. All right, so I kind of mixed some of the tan from the cookie with white paint, and hopefully that'll be like a good shadow for our icing here. I didn't move too far out of frame, did I? There we go. That's better in frame. It didn't disappear like how some other times it's disappeared. From like painting way off. You're like, where'd you go? There we are. Any plans for New Year's? I'm not sure exactly at the moment. I need to figure out plans. I have been just so like consumed in my mind with family, like get-togethers and Christmas and all that I haven't even thought too much about Christmas, or not too much about Christmas. I have been thinking a lot about Christmas. I haven't been thinking a lot about New Year's. I know. You know what, Evil Leia, you make a point. You do make a point. Now that I mentioned, should I be a Christmas elf tomorrow on stream? Now I gotta deliver, right? Yeah, Win, what's your idea? What ideas do you have? Now I'm getting at the purple. So why I smack it is because some of them leave kind of tilted how I store them, so the paint will get stuck to the sides of the tubes. So I smack them so all the paint goes like to the bottom. I don't know, Isaac. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Like, I bet aliens out there have holidays just like we do. Oh, Isaac, you like Marvel. Have you ever seen the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special? You would like it. It's very funny, and if you like Guardians of the Galaxy, you'll like this Christmas special. It is one of my favorites, and it's also like it just reminds you why we all love Guardians of the Galaxy so much. But it also kind of answers your question, Isaac. What does Christmas look like outside our galaxy? Or our outside our solar system? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I know he's so cute. I should make seasonal stickers. I have thought of it. Not just for Christmas, but like Halloween too. And like springtime, summer, winter. Like I should make seasonal stickers that come out just certain times of the year. Um, yeah. I know he's turned this painting's already so cute. I might just have to. And what, Isaac, you haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special? I don't know what the official name is, but you know what? I bet if you typed it in, just Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, I know for a fact it'll pop up. But it's highly, highly recommend, and I highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't seen it, but you love Guardians of the Galaxy. When have you seen it? All right, so for these gumdrop buttons, I am just going in with solid purple first. What? When you haven't seen the full thing? I'm putting you two to a challenge. I think both of you would absolutely love it. That's what you're gonna be doing this Christmas Eve. Is watch it. And besides, it's not a long short. I think it's like just like it's like a 30-minute short. It's not even a full-length movie. Oh, really, Isaac? Oh my gosh, that's cool. That's a cool game to find. Yeah, yeah. It no, it's definitely on Disney Plus. Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, and when you watch it, let me know what you think. I think you're gonna love it. It's very funny. Yeah, Isaac. Well, I'm sure, I bet it brings back memories then replaying that game. I like playing old games, like bringing back memories, bring back the nostalgia. Yeah, you've been also, yeah, so Win, you're already like in the Marvel mood. And the new Fantastic Four movie. I haven't seen that movie yet. Is it good? How is the new Fantastic Four? Yeah. Isaac, you like playing Venom? That's cool. I haven't given Marvel Rivals a chance. I heard it's super fun though. Especially like for the people who played like Overwatch and that kind of stuff, which I went through a very small phase of playing Overwatch, but I had a lot of fun during that time. Here we are. Just touching up a little bit more on the buttons before going on to the sugary highlights. So as you can see, the buttons, they look pretty flat, right? Well, with some lighter purple, gonna change all that. I'm just gonna do some dots. And I'm also keeping in mind with my highlights which way the light's coming from. So I'm kind of visualizing it coming this way. So that means that the light is going to catch on that side. And then I'm also going to go with a bit of white for that sugar. And add to it a bit more. And there we are. See, now suddenly the gumdrop has dimensions. Isn't that cool? All right, sounds good then. Sounds like it's a good movie. Yeah, I want to see it. I need to give that Fantastic Four a chance, the new one. At least it looks better than the one that came out. Oh gosh. There was one that came out in what, 2014, 2015? And I only saw the first 30 minutes of it. It was weird. It was like a slow drama. It was so weird. I remember one of my, well, it wasn't my high school teacher. It was one of my brother's high school teachers, but he was cool. He would open up his classroom for lunch and we would go have lunch in there. Like that was my senior year. And he'd always play some kind of superhero movie. And he played Fantastic Four. At that time that was the new one. And everyone was like, "What is this?" It didn't feel like a superhero movie. And like with that first, like, I don't know, we saw like half the movie and it was just weird, like no one had gotten their superpowers yet. And I'm like, we're halfway through the movie and nothing strange had happened either. It was like, I don't know. I remember liking the original Fantastic Four, the one that was like in the early 2000s. I saw it as a kid and I remember liking it. But I haven't seen it since I was like a little kid. Alrighty, there we go. Our little gingerbread man. Yeah, I'll have to check out the new Fantastic Four. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm behind. There was a movie that just came out that I really want to see too. And I kind of want to. Which one is it? Oh, the new Avatar. The new, oh my gosh, that looks so good. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little skeptical, but once I saw the preview, like the first release preview, I was like, this movie looks so cool. I want to, oh my gosh, yes, I want to see it. I should do some Avatar art next time, or not next time, but one of these days. Ah, I love Avatar so much. Yes, I have seen. Of course, I've seen Deadpool and Wolverine. Absolutely. Anything Deadpool related is like my favorite. I like Deadpool a lot. All right, I'm just adding some last minute kind of like shadows, anything that I have missed, any little touch ups. There we are. And looking at the eyes, I want to make sure they're like symmetrical or at least somewhat symmetrical. Since he's like a cookie, I'm not like too stressed like as if he was like a real person. like characters, cartoon characters, or even like when I'm doing my realistic stuff, it's more important the symmetry. But for him, I at least just want him to be cute. Since this cookie, it's kind of like, well, he's more like hand piped, you know? So symmetry is probably not going to be completely perfect. I rarely ever do like holiday art. So this is actually, I'm having a ton of fun with this, and I really like this a lot. Oh, Win, to answer your question, the new Avatar movie. I'm talking about the Fire and Ash one. Yeah, that one. That I think it came out in theaters like 2 days ago or something like that. Yeah, I want to see that one. All right, there's our little cookie man. Look at him, adorable. Yes. Do you think the cookie man needs anything? Any suggestions? Yes. Gary Gumdrop buttons. You know what? I'm gonna add a little more shadow underneath the gumdrop buttons. I kind of see that now, and I'm like, he could use a little bit more shadow. I'm just kind of touching up little things here and there. Sometimes when it comes to like shading and shadowing like this, it's a little tricky in acrylic for me. Because I have gotten so used to oils. You know what I feel like he needs? He needs a candy cane. You know what? I got time. Let's give him a candy cane. Let's give him a little candy cane. How about that? Okay, for this one, sorry, it's going to be slightly upside down. Because I'm freehanding this. Wish me luck. You always wish the artists luck when they're improvising. Or improving. There we go. Look, it's a little candy cane. It's so small and so adorable. You know what? I'm gonna make this dip down just a tad more. There we go. Got a teeny tiny candy cane. and it needs stripes. So for the stripes, I'm also sorry, it's gonna be a little upside down. I need to just very tiny details. I always get stuck doing these teeny tiny detailed works. There we go. He has a little candy cane now, guys. He has a candy cane friend. Oh, and there's Mo. Mo's singing Christmas carols. And then I'm going to add right here just some little highlights. The highlights aren't very much. Hold on, let me make this red a little bit lighter. Like that. There we go. And tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Kind of just adding some, a little more dimension. Just a little bit, just a tad. There we go. Aww. Raining cookies or raining hot chocolate? I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna go with raining cookies. Isaac. Because raining hot chocolate, that just means like melted chocolate would get on everything. Oh my gosh, imagine trying to wash that off your car. You know, that's something they should have done on Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That would have been funny. It's a hot chocolate storm. There we go. See, he got a little candy cane now. He's just a happy little guy. A happy snowman. Happy snowman. Happy gingerbread man. Wow. I am doing great with my words today. Hey, it's Nacho. Hi, Nacho. How you doing? Hey, I'm glad you could make it. What kind of cookies? Gingerbread cookies, of course. Nacho, what do you think that I should make seasonal stickers? And this should be one of them. And also, oh my gosh. Ah, so there we go. I still gotta sign my name. Or sign my signature. There we go. Hey, Win, if you want to recreate this with glass and make your own gingerbread men like stained glass, I say go for it. Like, yeah, heck yeah. Do it. I think that would be really cool. You know me, I'm all for artists inspiring artists. So all is good. That would actually be so cool. Raining fruitcake. Well, that would be like a food hailstorm. You know, that I could see in the Cloudy of Chance Meatball universe, where it's like Christmas time and instead of snow, which is nice in the ice cream, it's a hailstorm of fruitcake. There you go. Keeping with the Christmas spirit, too. Nah. Well, I'm glad that everyone enjoyed. Hey, and look, I hit my goal too. I did this whole painting in 2 hours. A little under, but basically. Yeah, I like the little gingerbread man. This was a fun little project. I should do more like cookie inspired things. Especially on these teeny little canvases. They're so nice. um, you know, I've had fruitcake before and it was very good, but it was also light and airy. And I think a lot of people, why they have problems with fruitcake is because it's very dense and hard and dry. I don't know how it gets like that. But the few times I've had fruitcake, it was actually really good. All right, maybe I should do a painting of fruitcake next since everyone's talking about it. Nah, I won't do that. I have a little Christmas tree for the tomorrow's stream, which will be fun. Let's do a little tree. I have like a little winter snow scene in mind to do that, so that'll be fun. No, thank you, Isaac. Thank you. You're amazing too, Isaac. Ah, all right. Well, I even like, I don't know, now just like kind of hanging out and that kind of thing. I don't know. I gotta set things up and stuff. Oh, you know what? Before you all go, I'll show you. I finished the horns. I don't think I showed like the finished products of these. I know I've been teasing them and that kind of stuff on my socials, but I am super happy with how these have turned out. They will be available at my next show and future shows. So I'm really excited. I love them. And they're really light too. Since they're made of foam, you don't actually feel them on your head at all. Like all it is the headband. All I feel is the headband. So aw, thank you, Evolea. Thank you. Yeah, horns. Thank you. Thank you, Win. I know, aren't they awesome? You're so cool. Aw, thank you, Caw. Thank you for the bits. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone. Aww. Here. I'll show another set of horns that I have right here for y'all. Look at how cool these are. These ones kind of like give me like like a sea witch kind of vibes, or like a sea elf, the elf that lives by the coast. Yes, exactly. Yep, Isaac, fairy horns. Yeah, so oh my gosh, yesterday I spent most of yesterday taking photos of these and also me wearing them and taking photos. So all the photos are done. All it has to do is just be edited, posted on the socials. So yeah. So yay to new products. Aw, thank you, Nacho. Thank you so much. I'm excited. Okay, before we go, I'll show you one more set of horns. I know we went from like painting and all Christmassy, and then here I am. Well, you know what? The horns can still be Christmassy. I mean, Krampus is a Christmas character. It's a character we don't talk about much. He takes the naughty children. But anyways, here's these horns, and they're actually clip-ons. So I'm really, clip-on horns have been something too that a lot of people ask for, and they were pretty easy to make. I can't do this side because I have my undercut, but I can show you on this side because I have hair, but it just clips in just like that, and it's easy, super easy. I have one horn. I am unicorn fairy. But yeah, and also again really light because they're made out of foam, so don't even like feel them. Yeah, I agree with you, and I think a variety is good. A variety of sizes, styles. They'll probably evolve in styles over time when I kind of learn and see what people like, what they don't like. Yeah, these ones could honestly be like Rayla horns. They do kind of look like her horns, so I might make a couple more like this because I know Rayla's a very loved and popular character. Exactly. So that's like my biggest things right now, and then so yeah, and then keep Human Rayla. I know I still want to do like cosplay Human Rayla. It's just basically Rayla with a cape and a hood. That was like a intention a long time ago when I first made Rayla, but oh well. Yes, Elf Callum. Elf Callum, so cute. Trees to meet you. Hilarious. Well, that is it for today. It was really cool actually to show the whole process of a painting in the entire stream. I think that was a lot of fun. And also just to do something more Christmassy. As for tomorrow, I will, yes, it is Christmas Eve. I will be streaming. Um, if people can't make it because they're spending time with their family, totally understandable. Go be with your families. Otherwise, I'll be here painting a Christmas tree. So that'll be the plans. Here, I'll even show a little sneak peek for the next stream. Thank you everyone for joining. It was a lot of fun. Aw. Thank you, Win. Thank you. Yeah, and yeah, Isaac, you know, my on my Discord that video the not video call, the voice channel's always open. Anyone wants to hang out in there, like absolutely more than welcome to. I hope. Aw, thank you, Evo Leia. It's always good to have you here too. It's good to have everyone here. All right. Well, I hope that you all have a awesome holiday season, and I hope to see you tomorrow for the painting of the Christmas tree. As for now, though, yeah, Merry Christmas to you too, Nacho. Merry Christmas to everyone. I will see you all tomorrow at the same time. All right. Bye.